Hello, all my fabulous glitter people out there in Glitterland. Thank you for coming back. I have this adorable Let's Resin mold. It's a turtle and it's much deeper than the one I did prior to. So I've been excited to use this one. Now Let's Resin puts on there how much it holds. So we'll see if it's actually correct. It says 13.1 fluid ounces. However, I'm going to do this in 2 pours because one of you fabulous people, and I do have to take a minute and say everybody on my Facebook group is so wonderful. You guys are so nice to each other. You guys comment on everybody's posts. You're encouraging, and I do appreciate that. I don't have to be a moderator in, the spare time that I don't have. So thank you guys so much. And speaking of Facebook groups, somebody used these on a project and they posted it on my Facebook group. And that day, which was weeks ago, I ordered these. Completely forgot that I ordered them, and they just came in the mail, and I was like, they could have got away without sending them to me because I did not even realize that I ordered them. So this is 3 pounds. It's called Mardi Gras Pearl, and these are little abalone shells, and I thought they were absolutely beautiful. I think they were coasters that she did. And she gave me a snapshot of what she ordered, so I quick went on Amazon. I will link everything below, as I always do. So if you're new to my channel, a lot of stuff is in my description box. So if you are wondering about anything, please check that box because it's probably there. So I was going back and forth how I was going to do the turtle, and I was going to do, I'm just doing his shell with the shell. So I've only mixed up 2 ounces of resin. I'm not going to put it through the bubble remover because I'm going to be putting this in there. So it's going to create bubbles anyway. If you are interested in the bubble remover, the link is in the description. So I'm just going to use this for the shell. Then I'm going to let that cure or at least get pretty tacky. Then I chose turquoise. This is like my favorite color in this, and it's almost gone and I can't just order one. So I'm sparingly using this. I love this alcohol ink. So I'm going to do a transparent feet and legs and head. So I'm just going to mix up this with a whole bunch of rock because I would rather have more rock than resin. If I have extra, you guys know I make tons of extras and I give them to all of you beautiful people who are always buying my demos off me, so I don't have to have them laying around my house. And if you don't know what I'm talking about and you're new to my channel, the demos that have not been ordered custom, I sell them at cost. It's usually $1 an ounce. Sometimes it's a little more if I have to add things in like these rocks, but typically it's $1 an ounce. So if you're interested in any demos on anything, if I still have it, that's to say, because a lot of them are gone. I love all you people for taking them off my hands, so thank you for that. I'm going to just dump these in the back, and I may have to lift up his head because I noticed when I was measuring his back with water that the water went up into his head. But I'm trying to keep this as thick as possible without any clear resin just going in there. That way, when I am ready to pour his legs and his body and his head, there won't be any stray shells up in there. So I could see I made too much, as usual, which is fine. I will make something with this extra. And if I remember, I will demold it with you as a bonus unmolding. All right, so I'm just going to get those flat. That looks like plenty. Maybe I could squeeze a little more in, we'll see. I'm so excited to see this one done. I've seen a lot of people use it and I love how they come out because you could put so many different things in the back of this turtle because it's so nice and deep. That's why I needed to have one. So I see one sneaking up there. All right, I hope that is a good view for you guys. That's pretty much all I can do right now. So I will be back as soon as I can. It is cured. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm so excited to do this one. I just love these colors. I had to get the big guns out because if it really does hold 13 ounces, I only poured like 3. So I needed 10, and then I used the rest in this coaster, which means I have to finish filling this coaster. So I needed even more. So I'm using this big, huge silicone mixing cup I got from Let's Resin, which I like because it's flexible. It's not a hard one. And if you're new to resin and you're not sure how to clean silicone cups without letting them cure overnight, you have got to check out my video in the description below, because you can have this clean in about 2 minutes and ready to use again. So definitely check that video out. It will save you a lot of time and trouble trying to pick all those tiny little bits and pieces of cured resin out of a cup like this. So definitely do that. I decided, yes, I'm still using this color, but I'm going to add a little bit of rainbow sparkle. I always have to add sparkle. You guys know that if you've been here before. So I'm definitely adding sparkle. The one thing I'm not happy about, because I put this in the curing machine, the clear did seep down into the head. So the head is approximately 1/3 full with clear resin. So I'm hoping that this transparent blue kind of hides that. I'm not sure, and it looks like I'm gonna need more than I thought because of this huge amount of resin that I'm doing. And if I have extra resin, I will make something else for us to look at when we demold this. I have a feeling I'm gonna finish out my favorite color today on this one. That is very sad. I wish I could order just one bottle, but I can't. It comes in a set. If you are interested in any of these things that I'm using, I think I told you before, everything is in the description below. So let's just get this nice and mixed evenly. This is actually coming out a little greener than I wanted. Let me get a paper towel, because that's how you can truly tell what color. It's pretty blue, but I do need more blue. It looks green from in here, maybe because it's so deep, I'm not sure. All right, I'm gonna mix this in. There's a little, I don't know what's in there, a little BB or something. You can hear that shaking. Shake this really well. I have 2 of these. They're different brands, and I love both of them. Oh, I almost knocked that over. That would have been a disaster. But I use these a lot on tumblers because you could put a shimmer over your tumbler without blocking any of your pattern or your fabric or your vinyl or whatever you're using, but it does put a beautiful shimmer onto everything. So I always have that at my tumbler station at all times, and I make sure I don't forget that I have it, so I leave it right there because I use it all the time. I love that stuff. Let's see if this is going to be dark enough. I don't want it too dark, but I don't want it too light. It's still a little too light for me. I just don't want to use all of my favorite color. Maybe I'll grab another blue if I'm not happy with this batch, just to give it a little bit of... See, this actually kind of goes with the blue and the green. Maybe it was a good choice. I love the sparkle in there. So yeah, if you don't know what your transparent's going to look like, because it's so deep, it always looks darker in your container. Just wipe off your stick and put it on a little bit of paper towel. I think I'm going to grab a blue. I can't believe it. Let's see. I'm going to drop a little bit of sapphire in here and see what happens. I hope this isn't a mistake. I'll do one drop at a time. I love this color too. I'm a blue fan. I love blue. So if you see most of my projects end up blue, that's why. Maybe 1 or 2 drops more. This is a lot of resin. I have like 13 ounces or 14 ounces in here. That's what happens when you buy a big, deep turtle mold. But I think it's going to turn out amazing. I'm so excited to see this tomorrow. All right, this is turning out much more pretty turquoise color. Just fast forward if you are getting bored of stirring. I didn't expect to stir this long on camera. That's the color. What do you think? Maybe 1 more drop? Oh, that was 2. I lied. I'm going to put 1 more drop of that. Oh, 2. I lied. I didn't mean to. So just mix your colors however you want. You can put more than 1 in if you don't like the shade. It's just resin. A lot of you are waiting for, I don't know what you're waiting for. You have all the supplies out there and you just haven't jumped in yet. So I don't know what you're waiting for. What's the worst that can happen? You're going to learn from your mistakes like I do. So definitely, if you have the stuff, start using it. It is so much fun to experiment and to see what you can create. All right, that's it. That's what I'm going for. I'm not going to do this anymore. So obviously I'm going to fill my turtle first. See how these squish together? I like these. The hard containers don't do that. I'm just going to pour it up high and very slowly. So I will speed this up for you because it's going to take several minutes. And the reason I'm doing this is to hopefully pop all the bubbles as it's moving down that thin stream. So as I'm pouring this, and I'm looking at this 13.1 ounces, and I have so much left over resin, I'm realizing that I'm obviously wrong. I'm wondering if it's the mold that weighs 13 ounces. My mistake was not measuring the whole thing with water, and I always do that, and I didn't do that today. So I have a lot of resin. I have 7 ounces of resin left. And I did the coaster and I did the turtle. So I'm going to find a whole bunch more stuff to pour this resin into, and then I'll be back to unmold. Learn from my mistakes, everyone. Please make sure you do your molds with water. Look at all of these extras that I have poured. You are going to have so many bonus unmoldings when I'm done with this. This is how much resin I had left over. This is unbelievable. So 7 ounces goes a long way. So yeah, let me make that mistake for you because that just cost me a whole bunch of freebies. So all of you that have bought from me, you're going to get extra packages in your next one because I have so many freebies. I still have some sitting up here that I haven't prepared yet, and I have probably 50 in the other room, if not more. So please do me a favor. Measure your molds with water before you mix your resin. I will make the mistake for you. It's the next day, everyone. These are ready to unmold. I am so excited to see these. However, I have 1,000 extras. Do you want to see these I get unmolded? I don't know. But I guess if you don't, just fast forward through them because I had so much extra resin that I had to use it in some things. So I'm just going to quickly go through what I did. And then we'll get to the main event. So these will turn into bookmarks for giveaways. I see this one has a couple little holes, so I guess I will be keeping that one. I added a little glitter to this one because you know how I am with glitter. And then I had some seashells. These will be made into magnets. I didn't add anything to these. So just some clear blue. I added some glitter to these mermaid tails. So I got these. These will be made into magnets as well. These are super cute. They got little scales. I know you can't see them through the glitter though. So those are adorable. Two holographic coasters, two holographic bookmarks. Those are super cool. So I will add a tassel to those and send these off to their new homes, whoever that may be. Two of those. And then I had enough for these two molds. So let's see if we can get them out. This one is a crystal one. This mold is from Resin. Let's see. I know it's a little difficult to get these out. I will spray some alcohol if I need to, if I could find it. I didn't add, well, I did add some stones to that one. I didn't add anything to the crystal. I just dumped it in. And I did squish all these little tips before I let it settle, because last time I made this I had a bunch of bubbles on the tips. I still have one there, but all the rest of them look pretty good. There's one there, but not too bad. So that's a little transparent crystal-like thing. Now this one should be pretty cool. I added those same shells in here, so they fell down around this edge. Getting it out is another thing. Not too bad. Oh, they came out nice. A few bubbles, but I really don't mind the bubbles in there because you hardly can see them. There's a little bit of iridescent glitter in there. And this goes right along with the turtle and the coaster we made. The bottom needs a little trimming. I will get that later. Okay, this is what we're here for, right? Let's just do this coaster. This was actually an extra too because I had those extra rocks to use, so I didn't even plan this one. A couple bits to get off. All right. Ooh, that is nice. I think I'll put a silver edge around this edge to finish that off. I feel barely any bumps from the shells, so you can put a top coat on, but I really honestly don't think it even needs it. Okay. I've never unmolded this one, so be patient with me because I'm not sure if there's a trick to it, because all these little feet kind of go up and underneath. So you kind of gotta loosen it like that so you don't break the feet off. And there's probably a tail in there somewhere that I don't know about. I'm just gonna get his body off first. I don't want to break a tail. Oh, I don't think the tail got filled up, if there is one, because it's a little bubble on the bottom of it. That wasn't so bad. All right, there he is. What do you think? Should I have done something different with the legs? I do have some trimming to do. It could have been filled up a little more. That little pieces have come off. But you can't really tell I think we should get some black for the eyes. Let me grab my black marker. See what that looks like. You could always take it off if you don't like it. Can't really tell that his head has clear on it if you're looking at it from the top. Now from the side you can, but from the top you can't. That's when it flowed in there. So let me know what you think, you guys. I think he's really cute. I think I should have done some extra glitter or something in his feet, but it'll be all right. It's not that bad. I love the shells. And maybe I will grab a marker and do the edges in silver. This is it. This is the ending. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you like what we did today. Hope it inspired you to come up with a plan for your stuff. Here's the turtle. I hope you guys all have a blessed day. I will get you some finishing pictures and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.